अस्सलाम वालेकुम नाजरीन, गुड आफ्टरनून, वेलकम टू फूड डायरीज। स्पेशल शो है आज। हमारे साथ कौन है आपको मैं इंट्रोड्यूस कराती हूँ। यूएस काउंसिल जनरल साहिबा हैं आज हमारे साथ। उनका नाम है निकोल थेरियो। Welcome to our show, Nicole.
Thank you so much. I am so excited to be here, Chef Zarnak.
I am so excited to have you because I'm going to teach you a few things from our Pakistani cuisine.
I can't
You know,
wait.
like you guys make burgers, we are going to make desi bun kebab on our show with potatoes and lentils. So there's going to be no meat.
Vegetarian
but
version.
Yes, a vegetarian burger. And as you guys make barbecue, chicken drumsticks, I'm going to do a version of chicken tikka. Have you had chicken tikka in Pakistan before?
I don't eat meat.
Oh, okay.
But I have had fish tikka.
Okay, fish tikka is also nice. And we'll also do a dessert because I love desserts. I have a big sweet tooth. I hope you do too.
I don't, but my family does.
Oh.
So I'm always making desserts.
So you can make this rice pudding called a firni for your family then.
I would love that. Thank you.
Okay, how long have you been in Pakistan?
I've been here almost a year this time, but I've actually lived here before.
Okay.
12 years ago, I lived in Islamabad.
Okay. So do you like Karachi or Islamabad?
Oh, honey.
Please say Karachi.
Islamabad's just a very different city. It's lovely with lovely people, but it's not Karachi. Karachi is exciting and there's always something happening. I love living here.
And what about the food?
The food is definitely the best in Pakistan.
Wanted to hear that.
People are going to be very mad at me for saying that, but it really is. And it also, what I love about it is there's this fusion from other cultures.
See, because lots of people from different cultures are living in Karachi especially, and you get a lot of variety of food. So today we'll be doing some cooking and I'll be sitting back and just instructing you and you'll be cooking. Won't you do that?
Sure.
Yeah, you will, won't you? Okay. So should we get started?
Yes, let's do it.
So let's get started. Okay, so Nicole, let's come over to my counter and start some cooking. So here I've got the lentils. These are raw, okay? This is Bengal gram, what we call Bengal gram or chana dal. So we have boiled it and this is the boiled version. Okay, so we've added red chili powder, cumin, and we've added salt and we boiled it in water and we've dried the water. Okay.
So how long did you boil it for?
We used a pressure cooker, so it took about 10 minutes.
Okay.
If you're doing it in a pan, it will take a little bit more time. And the water, whatever water you use, has to be dried out or drained. Okay. Because we don't want a very mushy patty, right? So we'll have to chopperize all this. So we'll put all the dal or the lentils in our chopper. I hope you like spicy food.
I do.
You do? Okay.
I'm from South Louisiana, so I am a big fan of spicy
So here
food.
goes in all the red chili powder.
Let's do it. In Louisiana, we use cayenne pepper.
Yes, yes. Paprika, cayenne pepper. It gives a very nice color, but it's not very spicy. Cayenne is not spicy.
You don't think cayenne is spicy?
No, I don't think so.
Oh Lord, I think I'm in for something here.
Okay, we'll add a little bit of cumin seeds as well.
I love cumin.
And I won't add the salt right now. We'll taste it and then add it.
So you don't want it too fine?
No, I don't want it too fine, and I'm going to bind it with mashed potatoes.
Really?
Yeah, because otherwise this will not bind into a patty, right?
I see.
So I need something to bind it. So you either add corn flour or you add rice flour, you can add potatoes. So we've boiled and mashed the potatoes and we'll just give it a quick mix because we don't want a very mushy patty.
Okay. In most Western cuisine, we'll use breadcrumbs.
Yeah,
as
we'll
the
use
binder.
breadcrumbs as well.
There you go.
So what we'll do is we'll mix the mashed potato with the lentils and we'll make little patties, and then like burgers, we'll fry them or grill them.
Ooh.
And little oil, shallow fry them, and then we'll serve them with tomato slices, cucumbers, and these are the burger buns.
Okay.
These are our bun kebab buns.
Gotcha.
So, okay, so we'll do that. Yes, and as you were saying, to bind, we need breadcrumbs or fresh bread. So I've got some breadcrumbs here. So what I'll do is I'll just coat them with some egg and breadcrumb, and then we'll shallow fry them.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll take this out. We'll make patties out of them. So we'll need a big bowl.
Okay. Do you just barely combine it? So it has.
I don't want to make it too mushy because if I put the potato in the food processor, you know, it'll become very flowery
gummy.
and
Yeah,
gummy. Yeah,
exactly.
that's good. So what food have you tried out so far in Pakistan?
Okay, so I absolutely love palak paneer.
Palak paneer, wow.
I cannot get enough of it.
Okay.
It is so
I wish
delicious.
I knew I would have made palak paneer for you.
That's quite all right. I like to learn something new.
What about biryani?
Not a lot of people do vegetable biryani. I've only seen it with meat, so that's a little harder to find.
Okay.
But I went to Barbecue Tonight last night, actually.
Okay, and?
And I had some fish tikka there. It was delicious.
Yeah, they do a good one.
I like the spice because I come from South Louisiana where we're good with spice.
Crayfish.
Crawfish, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what the Yankees say, crayfish.
sorry.
We people from the South, we say crawfish.
Sorry, I'm a Yankee then.
You're going to be an honorary Cajun.
I just made Cajun pasta on my show yesterday.
Did you really?
Yes, I did.
Like jambalaya pasta?
No, I mixed up the Cajun spice. I made it, like, we don't get Cajun spice here. So I just mixed up about 8-10 spices and called it Cajun seasoning. Yeah, I did. And then I put it into pasta. So yeah.
Wonderful. What kind of protein did you have in there?
Chicken.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Jambalaya pasta is actually a thing. We have that in Louisiana. And it's interesting because my mom is from Sicily.
Oh.
Born and raised to Sicily.
So Italian connection as well.
So Cajun and Italian. And so both cultures love their food. So I've had a wonderful upbringing of wonderful food my whole life. Absolutely.
Great. That's great to know. Okay, so we've done this.
Looks
now,
lovely.
Do you want to taste a little bit of it?
Sure.
If you want more spice, I can add. Do you want some salt in it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because we've not added salt. I always end up
Let's add some salt.
putting very little salt.
Well, you don't want to put too much at the beginning, right? Because you can always put more later.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely salt. The heat comes at the end, but I think it could take a little bit more. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send you, we have this spice in Louisiana called Tony Chachere's Cajun seasoning.
Okay.
And it's all your Cajun spices already mixed up for you.
Oh.
Every single Cajun in Louisiana has that on their shelf in their kitchen. You will love it. It is the perfect combination of Cajun spices.
Oh, great.
So I will send you some of that. That way you don't have to make it yourself.
Thank you.
We're not going to use all that, are we?
Well, you said spicy.
I didn't say.
I hope you didn't mean it. No, we won't use all of it. Just a little bit.
Okay.
Because when we fry something, the spice level goes down eventually. So, yeah, that's
true.
more than enough, I think. Okay, do you know, we are going to make a nice green chutney also because these bun kebabs don't have mayonnaise or chili sauce or butter. They have their own special chutney. So we're going to use a blender and we'll put all these ingredients in. We'll blend it together and on both the buns, we'll put that chutney and then we'll fry this and put it in between.
Sounds
so
lovely.
You are going to try some desi bun kebabs on Food Diaries today.
Is it going to be sweet or spicy chutney? So spicy.
So spicy.
So like salsa in Mexican cuisine.
Salsa, yes, but it's not going to be chunky as salsa, and it doesn't have too much tomato. It's just a little bit of tomato.
Okay.
It's got more mint and coriander and green chilies. So
Hence
it's a green chutney.
Green chutney.
Yeah, it's a green chutney.
Excellent. That sounds delicious. Yeah, we would normally put mayonnaise on one side and mustard on the other.
Butter, mayonnaise, mustard, chili sauce, nothing like that here. Nothing in this desi bun kebab. Desi means Pakistani local bun kebab, you know, local burger. Okay, so this is all done. So now what I'll do is we'll take a short break. We'll make 4 patty burgers for the burgers and we'll put that aside. We'll dip this in egg and we'll coat it with some breadcrumbs and then we'll shallow fry them. Then we'll make the chutney. So we'll take a short break. नाज़रीन आप कहीं मत जाइएगा हमारे साथ रहिए देखते रहिए स्पेशल एपिसोड ऑफ फूड डायरीज विथ मी एंड निकोल थेरियो ऑन मसाला टीवी. ओके जी, वेलकम बैक फ्रॉम द ब्रेक. अब हम क्या करने जा रहे हैं? अब हम ये पैटी फ्राई करेंगे और देखें ये पैटी जो हमने बनाए हैं यहाँ रेडी हैं. या
These are beautiful.
So this is ready and we'll coat them in egg and breadcrumbs and then shallow fry them. Okay. So I'm thinking of doing the chutney also first. So this is mint.
All the mint.
Yeah, all the coriander. You want to help?
Sure. We call that cilantro
Yeah.
where I come from. Coriander's the dried seeds.
Okay.
It's okay if I use my fingers, huh?
Yeah, sure. Now, you can't use your fingers with the yogurt, so I've got the spatula for you.
Is this full-fat yogurt?
Yeah. Are you on a diet?
No. God, no.
Okay. We have a very good quality of yogurt and milk in Pakistan.
You really do.
Yeah, we do. Okay, so there's garlic.
What's this again? That is about 3 cloves?
2, 3, yes.
2, 3.
Yeah.
I use a lot of garlic in my
Yeah,
cooking.
very good.
Louisiana.
This is dry mango powder. It's called amchur. You can smell it. It's got a very distinct taste.
But it doesn't smell like mango.
No, it doesn't.
Can I taste it?
I don't think you like the taste of it. Try it. What is it?
It's so different from anything I've ever tasted.
Add it.
Done.
Tomato.
All of it?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Green chili. Your favorite. The
All of
spicy
it?
part. All of it, all of it. Put it in, put it in.
All of it?
Yes, all of it. The big green chilies are not spicy. We haven't used small green chilies, don't worry.
Says you.
Says me, yes, yes. Not all of that salt.
Okay. I see you're very careful with the salt.
Yes.
How much?
Little bit, just a pinch. That's
about
it.
a pinch.
Okay, we'll blend this all together and then if we need, we'll add a little bit of water, okay? Which we'll need, of course.
This is similar to pico de gallo in Mexican cuisine, except we would have added some lemon or lime juice.
Okay. This is the chutney that will go
Ooh,
on
it
the
smells
bread.
so good.
Yeah, the mint.
Mmm.
Yeah. So I'll remove all this from here. And now we'll start with I'll do it.
Salt too.
Yes, thank you.
So now we're going to dredge. What kind of oil do you use?
Vegetable oil, corn oil, sunflower oil.
Okay, but not olive oil.
Not olive oil.
Okay.
No. This is not olive oil.
Keep it simple.
Yeah, olive oil doesn't go very well with our Pakistani cuisine.
Okay.
Yeah, because we fry things at a very high temperature.
I see.
And you can't do that with olive oil.
No, you can't.
Italian.
That's exactly right. We use olive oil for everything in Sicily.
Okay, so I always use toasted buns. I don't like,
Me neither.
Good.
Gotta toast them.
Yeah. So we'll toast the buns.
Here, I'll do that for you.
Thank you. Do you want some oil in the pan or you'll do it? Or we'll have to cut them. They are not cut.
Not a problem. I can do that. It's starting to shimmer, so I think you might be reaching
I'll
your
just close
temperature.
that. Have you picked up any Urdu words so far?
Yes.
Like what?
I have. Oh my gosh. I say all the time. Ye theek hai, sab theek hai.
Sab theek hai.
Bahut
Sab
acha.
theek hai. Bahut acha. Bahut acha.
Mera naam Nicole Theriot hai.
Mera naam Zarnak Sidhwa hai.
You got to sing it.
No way.
And I've worked in quite a few Muslim predominant countries.
Okay.
Morocco, Afghanistan, Iraq.
Okay.
And of course here before, so I know all the mashallah, alhamdulillah.
Oh, very good, very good. Impressive.
And of course the famous
Inshallah.
God willing. Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Yes.
Yes. We say it for everything, don't we?
You do.
Okay. So now, we'll just
So we're going to toast them no oil. Okay.
Yeah.
That's healthier.
Yeah, no oil. You don't need oil to toast them, non-stick. So we'll just pick them up, put them in the egg. coat
Use your
them in-
hands. Nice.
Yes, yes.
That's how my mom always did it.
Yeah.
She's
Why
like,
not?
you got to feel the food.
Yeah, why not?
So not too much, just enough to coat it?
Yeah. Do you want to take a plate to take them out?
I was just going to put them back on that.
You put them there. Okay.
Do you want it to be brown?
A little bit.
Or just
a little bit.
A little
not
toasty?
much.
I agree. Nobody wants a...
Yeah. It'll
Piece of cold
just
white bread.
Yeah.
We should switch sides.
So we'll do this quickly. What is one thing that really fascinates you about Pakistan?
I have to tell you, I've lived in this career, I've lived in 11 countries.
Oh, wow.
All over the world.
Wow.
Like everywhere from the Caribbean to Afghanistan.
I envy you.
It's actually the coolest job in the world. I will admit that. But one of the things that I notice is in Pakistan, people are so incredibly generous. They're so hospitable. Like you meet someone for 5 minutes and they say, come to my house, meet my family, have dinner with us. It's so beautiful. And it makes me feel really at home because that's how Sicilian and Cajun people are. They want to feed you, they want to show you their love by bringing you into their homes. It's really special. I will say Moroccans, very similar.
Okay.
Very, very similar.
I'm glad to hear that.
And Moroccans also have great cuisine, just like Pakistan.
Okay, so tell me, what do you cook? Do you cook something special or something different on 4th of July? Since we are doing this show, I wanted my audience to know, what do you cook? Do you cook something different or special, or something red, blue and white as we hear of?
I don't think blue food would be very good.
No, I mean red, blue and white desserts, why not? Strawberries and blueberries.
We do have trifles with that, and whipped cream and sponge in between.
Yeah.
But honestly, 4th of July is all about burgers and hot dogs. Those are the way yep, absolutely. Oop, I think I might have overdone this one a little bit.
No problem.
But I like it a little crispier.
No problem.
So burgers and fries, hot dogs on the grill, anything you can cook on the grill outside, that's the 4th of July.
Okay.
For sure. And then of course for dessert, ice cream.
Oh, yum.
Lots of ice cream and then fresh berries. If you want to go super fancy, you could do like a compote.
Of?
Strawberry compote or raspberry. And kind of drizzle that on your ice cream.
So barbecues and red, blue and white desserts.
Exactly.
So now since everything is cooked here, the lentils and the potatoes were cooked, so I don't need to really cook them, but just shallow fry them in hot oil.
That's beautiful.
Coated in egg and breadcrumbs, and it's ready to go on our patty, on our burger buns.
Oh, that looks beautiful.
Okay. So I'll just clean up the hair.
When I cook crab cakes, that's exactly the color you want them to be. Perfect.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll assemble.
We won't look at the bottom.
No, we won't.
Sorry.
Yeah. So.
Yum. Yeah, you got to watch the breadcrumbs, man. They'll turn in a second.
Okay, and now I need to take this out in another bowl so that it's easier for us to put it on our burger buns. And we'll just assemble this together with cucumber slices, tomatoes, lettuce leaves, and then we'll serve you.
That sounds amazing.
Then we'll start with the dessert. Okay?
Great. I'm hungry.
Ji. So we'll take a short break. Do you want to take a break on this camera?
Yes, absolutely. You're wearing me out here. We're going to take a break. Thank you.
Yes, we'll take a short break.
Welcome back to Food Diaries with the amazing Chef Zarnak.
And Nicole. Okay, so let's get started. So now we want to make our rice pudding.
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. So I've got milk, a liter of milk.
Whole milk.
Put this to boil. Yes, yes. Okay. We don't diet. We
I'm gonna
Pakistanis
stop
have
in.
lots of sweet things and lots of full fat things, cream, milk, everything is full fat.
I'm going to stop asking that question.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, it's full fat.
Can't you make out from my size?
You're perfect, my dear.
Okay, now, oh, thank you. Okay, so we've got rice soaked in water. It's not cooked, it's raw rice, okay? I'll just discard the water and we will blend it.
Okay.
So we are going to make this rice pudding in which the texture of the rice is not like coarse, it's totally ground.
Okay.
Okay.
How long did you soak it?
About half an hour.
Okay.
Not much. If it's short grain rice, it probably require more time to soak it. So tell me, Nicole, whilst the milk is boiling, what other activities do you have on 4th of July in the States?
It's extremely popular to go out boating.
Boating?
Water skiing,
Okay.
swimming, anything that kind of gets you out of the summer heat. That's very, very popular.
Okay.
Anything where you can eat and drink and be with your family and enjoy your time, especially on the water.
Okay.
And there are a lot of parts of the United States where there are lakes and rivers and, of course, ocean. And people take full advantage of the 4th of July holiday to do that.
And what about fireworks?
Yeah. How could I forget about
Yes,
fireworks?
because when I was about, I won't tell you my age, but in 1981, I was a little child with my parents right outside the Washington Monument and looking at those loud, the fireworks, and it was like quite an experience.
I can imagine. If you're not expecting it, that's
so loud,
very true. Fireworks are super popular. They're actually illegal in most cities, but outside of the cities, you can often see really beautiful fireworks displays.
Okay.
So you didn't dump out all the water, just some of it?
No, I didn't. Okay. I want to blend it well. You can also do it in a coffee grinder.
Oh, how convenient.
Yeah. Now, one thing to note when we make these desserts, if I add the sugar first, the rice will not boil. It will become hard. Okay. So you have to cook the rice with the milk first.
Got it.
If I add the sugar first, the rice will not cook. So
interesting.
That's a tip.
That is it. That's a pro tip.
Secret.
I did not know that, actually. In New Orleans, we do something similar, but we do it with bread. So it's bread pudding instead of rice pudding.
Yeah. And that you bake in the oven, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's very popular. And to be honest, we often serve it with a bourbon sauce, which would be a little different here, but it's delicious.
Wouldn't exist here.
Exactly. But it's delicious. And you can do it either way. You can do it with or without the bourbon sauce.
Yeah. You can do it, you can do a caramel sauce with it.
Exactly.
You can do a vanilla custard with it. But a bread pudding, anyways, on its own, plain is also fine, right?
Yeah, as long as it's not too dry, it's amazing.
And I like to put marmalade in my bread pudding.
Do you really?
Yeah. So what I do is,
twist.
I make a sandwich of bread, butter, and marmalade. And then I put it in the custard, and you try it out next time. You can also do a cinnamon.
Sounds amazing.
So I can talk about food all 24 hours, I mean, I can just go on and on, I'll bore you.
The cinnamon sounds like a French toast sort of version.
Sort of, yes.
Yeah. That sounds
cinnamon
amazing.
roll touch.
Yeah. And marmalade is orange based, right?
Yeah. I love marmalade.
It's very British, so we don't have a ton of marmalade in the United States.
Sorry.
You're forgiven, it's okay.
I follow a lot of British cooks also.
I do too.
So, yeah.
I love Nigella Lawson.
Oh yes, she's my favorite.
And who's your favorite American chef?
If they would all make things from scratch, I would love them all.
Yeah.
Why would they start from a mix? I don't understand that.
I can tell you why. It's because
a lot of
Americans are lazy, or a lot of Americans don't have time to cook everything from scratch.
Yeah. Because
so,
you see,
nice.
the British style or the French style of cooking involves everything made from scratch.
That's right.
I mean, everything we do from scratch. And I also, on my show, like to teach my viewers everything from scratch, because we don't get mixes here. We don't get everything ready-made here, so we have to do things from scratch, or we substitute.
And well, honestly, that's why the food's so good, is because everything is authentic. When I lived in Paris for 2 years, it was my second assignment with the Foreign Service. We would go every single day. You would go to the bakery, you would go to the vegetable market, and you would buy your food fresh.
Yes.
Take it home, cook it, and eat it that same night.
Yeah.
It wasn't this, bring it home, put it in the fridge.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't like freezer meals. Maybe I'm different, but people say that, you don't freeze your food. I said, no, I never freeze anything. My freezer is empty. It only has ice cream, but it's empty.
Well, I don't think anyone actually likes freezer meals. It's just convenient to have them.
People freeze food for like a year, and then they take it out and they microwave it and they eat it. I mean, I can't do that.
It can't taste very good after a year.
Yeah. Okay, so the rice tip I gave you, and another tip is, if you have time, you can cook the milk before for about 30 minutes, and then you can put it in your fridge. And when you have to assemble something like this, you've already got reduced milk.
Well, that's really smart.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I forgot to do this before our show today, because I was also very excited. So I forgot to do this.
I am too.
So now we'll have to wait a bit and let the rice cook. So now how will we know that the rice has cooked? I've ground it. So we'll take it like this and we'll just, press it. No, wait. It's going to be hot. Let me get some rice. A little dot.
I have really tough fingers.
Can't make out right now. I've ground it well. So once you feel that the rice has become a bit soft, only then you add the sugar. You don't add the sugar first, okay? So you add the sugar.
All that sugar?
Oh my gosh. Pakistani desserts are sweet.
Oh, God bless.
Okay, all that. Cardamom
Mango.
powder.
No, cardamom
You
powder.
can smell this.
Oh, I love
You know the
that
small
smell.
green cardamoms? You grind them with their skins.
That smells
Yeah.
delicious. I love cardamom in Turkish coffee. It's so delicious.
And this is saffron.
And that's the saffron, beautiful.
That's it. All
Is
of it.
saffron very expensive here like it is in the US?
Very expensive.
Yeah.
Yes, very expensive. It's the world's most expensive. So you're also expensive. You can add almonds, you can add pistachios on top.
Ooh,
You can add anything, but this has to cook now.
Got it.
So whilst this is cooking, let's assemble our bun kebabs. Then we have a chicken recipe to do. Okay?
All right.
Yeah.
Full 4th of July meal in your kitchen.
Yes, our version of your burgers, our version of your barbecue, and a dessert.
Perfect.
I was actually thinking of making a red, blue, and white dessert.
Why didn't you?
Why didn't I? No idea.
I can stir that if...
Let this cook, yeah. Let this cook, and whatever gets stuck on the sides need to go in as well. You know, that's the
Yep, the good stuff.
yeah.
In Louisiana, we have, when you cook something like meat, when you cook any type of meat, and they get that kind of crust on the bottom. In French, I won't tell you what it means in French, but we call it gradou. And you never ever want to throw that out. That is so important for the flavor of your food. No matter what you're making, you always want to make sure it's not burnt. It's just a little stuck on there, and you always want to make sure that you scrape that off and use it with the rest of the food.
Okay. Now,
Oh, it's cooking now.
in case you're doing something else in your kitchen and the milk overboils and overflows, what you do is you put a spoon on top.
Seriously?
It's a tip.
That works.
Yeah.
And it won't go past the
If
spoon.
it doesn't work, you better watch out. Better keep looking at it.
Does that work with water too?
I have tried it with milk, not water.
I wonder if you're boiling like you're boiling pasta or something, or rice even.
Yeah, but milk always overboils. Have you not noticed that?
That's true.
I mean, you just turn, or you're on Facebook, or you're doing something, and then the milk just over.
like
And
a
then you have to
volcano.
clean all that. So I don't want to clean all that.
No one does.
Yeah. Okay, so now let's get started with this. We are talking too much. Yeah, seriously, too much.
Sorry.
No, I'm joking. Okay, so what you need to do is, first of all, let's assemble this. So we'll put a little bit of chutney.
Chutney on both sides.
Yes.
Good stuff. You don't want it to be dry. So.
Yeah, and you don't want anything else. You don't want any butter, mayonnaise, any chili sauce, nothing, just this chutney.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Then you can put your... Very impressive. Yes, and you can put a little bit of...
Now this is just like a burger in the United States.
Yeah.
Lettuce, tomatoes, except we would use pickles instead of cucumbers.
Yeah,
but
gherkins or something like
they're
that.
the same fruit, the same vegetables. So perfect. That's beautiful.
That's your bun kebab.
Awesome.
I'll serve
Can I
it.
make you one?
Yeah, we'll just make this in the break. And what we'll do is we'll take another commercial break. Okay, we'll come back and then we'll start with our chicken. So we all we need to do is just marinate our chicken and stick it in the oven or your grill pan or your barbecue, and this will have a typical chicken tikka flavor.
Perfect.
To it.
Sounds
So,
awesome.
नाज़रीन हम एक छोटी सी ब्रेक की तरफ चलते हैं, कहीं मत जाइएगा, देखते रहिए स्पेशल एपिसोड ऑफ फूड डायरीज ऑन मसाला टीवी विथ मी एंड निकोल थेरियो. Stay tuned. Welcome back, G. So, Nicole, look at the kheer.
Is that the right consistency?
Yeah, it's thickened now. All I need to do is take it out in our bowls. And you can also add ground almonds inside. But I'm not adding any ground almonds inside. I'm going to put almonds on top. Oops.
So there actually isn't that much rice in it.
No. But once this cools down, you can actually taste the rice in it.
I see.
Yeah.
And the garnish is the almonds.
Yeah. You can put pistachios, you can put almonds, you can put some more saffron on top. You can even color this with a little pinch of yellow color, but somehow it's fine. I think it's okay. You don't need anything
I think
else.
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Natural's better.
Yeah. And you can do with the bowl. Yes.
So you don't toast the almonds first?
No, you don't need to.
Interesting.
Yeah. We'll add all.
I'm being too stingy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so let this cool down. Okay. Put it there. Our bun kebabs are already on our table, assembled here. Thank you. Okay, so now let's start with this.
Barbecue chicken time.
Yes, well, not barbecue, we'll do it on the pan. And to give a barbecue flavor, we have this coal here, a piece of charcoal. We put it on the stove and we've made it nice and hot. Okay. And I'm going to, once the chicken is done, I'll put it in this and put oil on it so the smoke comes out, and then we'll put the lid immediately on it. Okay. So the barbecue flavor will come in the chicken.
That is so smart. I would never think to do that.
Easy, simple.
So cool.
Okay, so you can do this on a barbecue. Okay. You can do this in the oven. You can do it in a pan. You can do it any way you like. Okay. So we'll just put everything together. This is ghee. This is clarified butter, which will go right at the end. Okay. You know, to baste your meat, you need something like butter or ghee. So we'll use that in the end. And this is just garnish for our chicken drumsticks. Okay.
Great. That'll make it really delicious with that ghee at the end.
So we are in a hurry to speeden up the process so that it, cooks quickly. Okay. So we marinate our chicken with some vinegar.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I see it's already scored.
Yeah. We've already put some cuts on it. We've put slits on it like this, So if you need to put it through a skewer, you can do that. And this will make the masala or the spices go all the way inside. So it'll cook quickly. So you put a little bit of vinegar on it.
So just regular white vinegar?
Yes. You can also put lemon juice.
Okay.
I prefer
anything
lemon juice
acidic,
though. Yes. I prefer lemon juice though. And this is ground ginger and garlic. So this is white pepper powder.
Okay.
That's
is that my cayenne?
That's your favorite red chili powder.
Excellent.
So this is a basic mix of, the tandoori masala or the tikka masala. This is what goes in it.
So people don't buy the tandoori masala packet? They make it themselves?
I teach everything from scratch.
Yes.
So I mean, what's the point in bringing a box home and just putting it in,
That's true.
Yeah, so let me just marinate this very well so that it just goes in all the cuts as well.
Yes. My husband's brother is married to an Indian woman.
Oh, okay.
And she taught me how to make butter chicken.
Oh, lovely.
It's my partner's favorite dish. Great. He absolutely loves it. So this is all, these spices are familiar to me for sure.
Yeah.
And because I lived here before.
Yeah.
So.
And of course, if I should not forget the salt, I'm strictly on a no salt diet. I don't have salt at all.
How is that possible?
Because about a few months ago, I had a very high shot of blood pressure. So I just stopped salt altogether, and it doesn't even make a difference anymore. First few days, I said, everything is bland. But other than that, I'm fine now with it. And luckily, the blood pressure has gone down too.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Did you do anything else to your diet?
Nothing else.
Just got rid of salt?
Just the salt.
Wow.
So can you imagine how much salt we were having?
Yeah. I can't live without salt.
True, yes. I also thought that, but just a little bit of oil because I don't want to fry them. I just want to cook them, and then what I'll do is, in the end, for a nice color, I'll add some ketchup.
Oh, yeah. That's just regular old ketchup?
Yeah, regular ketchup. Okay. And then the ghee will go on top, and we'll simmer it with this.
These are beautiful.
You can do this with chicken drumsticks. You can do it with chicken thighs. You can do it with boneless chicken chunks. You can do it with, but the masala, the spice stays the same.
Got it. I don't eat meat, but I know that when the bone is in, it has more flavor.
Yeah, I don't like boneless chicken.
It can be like cardboard sometimes.
Yeah, it's like rubbery, and I don't know why children love it. They don't want to make an effort to take the bones off. They just want to eat it up like this, Yeah, the nugget children.
It is literally every child in the world's favorite food, and I don't get it. But this is great. And chicken thighs are also
juicy. I love chicken thighs.
Great for cooking this sort of stuff.
They are juicy, and this chicken breast meat becomes very rubbery after a while. You get tired of that.
Exactly. Get all that spice in there.
Yeah. Why waste?
Exactly. My mom would have put on some rubber gloves and just gotten in there with her hands when she would, because you don't want that cayenne getting on your mini cuts or anything.
Have you ever tried cooking anything from Pakistani cuisine?
No.
No, okay.
It just seems so complicated. And it seems so, there's so many elements to it. And
long list of ingredients.
Exactly. And I also have a wonderful cook.
Oh, okay, that explains it.
That helps a lot. But once I leave here and I won't have access to him anymore, I will absolutely do this.
Yes. It's quite easy if you follow the recipe to the T. So you won't go wrong there.
So I will definitely do that.
What I'll do is, I'll just put a lid on top, which will speed up the process, and in its own water, it will cook. I won't add any water. Okay. And in the end, just so that it doesn't taste very dry, I'll add the ghee on top.
Nice.
And then I'll add the ketchup, and we'll do this.
Okay.
Yeah?
I'm excited to see this technique.
Okay. So to make it more hot, I think it's quite hot enough. I don't want to make it more hot. We just put it directly on the stove, and we just light it up. And then when it's nice and bright and amber, we put it inside. And we put the oil on top, close the lid, so all the smoke stays in.
Excellent.
Gives a very nice barbecue.
That's really cool.
Because you can't do barbecue in a closed kitchen. So
that would be dangerous.
That's the way of doing it.
I love it.
So Nicole will take another break. And आप लोग stay tuned रहिएगा, कहीं मत जाइएगा. Okay जी, तो हम break से वापस आ गए हैं, and our chicken is almost done. And right at the end, I'm going to put some ketchup, just for a nice color. Okay?
It'll add a little sweetness too, right?
Yes, it's quite spicy. And for the barbecue flavor, what do we need to do? We need to put a piece of foil like this right in the middle. I've got some coal here.
This is such a cool idea.
And some ghee or oil.
That would be delicious. Oh, you put it on top of the coal.
Yes. Yes. And you close it immediately. And this will give the barbecue flavor to our chicken.
That is so smart.
And just after about a minute or two, I'm just going to lower the flame, and we'll take that out, and then we'll put it on our platter and serve it to you.
This is such a wonderful idea for people who don't have a yard or an outside area where they can have a grill. They can still have wonderful barbecue chicken.
So we do this at home because
really
nobody
smart.
has access to barbecue pits here. So
Yeah. So that's really cool.
Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the show and you learned something today.
I have learned
and you'll
so
make
much.
something at home.
Oh, I'm going to make this for my dad because he loves barbecue chicken, and my sister too. And I don't know if I can get them to do the not beef burgers. That might be a harder sell, but I'd make those for myself. For sure.
This is done.
Oh, that smells great. Oh, those are beautiful. I kind of really wish I ate meat right now. That looks delicious. Oh, yeah. Nice. It's getting all caramelized on the outside. Beautiful.
So this is done.
Let me bring that to you.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
And of course, you have the artistry with all of the condiments there. It's beautiful.
Yeah, serve it with a salad.
That smells really delicious. Even for someone who doesn't eat meat.
I don't want all this lovely sauce to go waste.
No, you definitely can't waste that.
Yeah.
Sauce is all the flavor. And it looks just like barbecue sauce. Perfect.
Yeah.
My dad would absolutely love that.
Do take the recipe and try it out.
I definitely will. Thank you. Thanks for sharing it.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
You gotta walk very carefully.
Our table is also ready. everything is on our table, and I hope you're going to try something out as well. And as you know that our US-Pakistan relationship goes way back to 1947. And what do you like to say about strengthening our relationship further?
I would love to speak to that. You know, our relationship has been going on for 75 years as of last year. We're in our 76th year. And I think it's incredibly important to recognize that we have never left. We have been in this relationship with Pakistan. Yes, actually last year was 75 years of US-Pakistan bilateral relations. And that's something that we really treasure in the United States. It's an incredibly important relationship to us. And I think it's very important to recognize that we don't judge the US relationship with Pakistan based on any other country. It's not about Afghanistan or India or anywhere else. Our relationship with Pakistan stands alone. And I think there are some very critical ways in which we help and support the Pakistani government and the Pakistani people. You know that we actually have more exchange visitor programs in Pakistan than any other country in the entire world.
Loads of students.
Loads of students, loads of cultural exchanges, and there's a reason that we do that. It's because we care so deeply about our relationship with Pakistan. We have so many students, we have so many Pakistani professionals who live and work in the United States, and we're so proud of that. It just makes our culture in the United States stronger when we have that influx of Pakistanis working and living amongst us in the United States. Another way that I think that we can strengthen our relationship is we have very much shifted since our engagement in Afghanistan has ended. We've very much shifted to looking at how we can expand trade and investment. We want more US investors to come to Pakistan and vice versa. We want to build that relationship. Because economics is really where, you know, that's always going to be the biggest issue for any country, is ensuring that they have a healthy economy. And that's something we want to help with.
Okay, lots of serious talk. Now tell me something, about your hobbies.
I'm a big runner.
Okay.
I love to run marathons, half marathons.
Okay.
I love to cook, although you wouldn't know it from today. I love reading and shopping and spending time with my friends, but I would say my number one hobby is definitely running.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Okay. Your figure says it all. Yeah, we love to eat. My figure says that all.
I love to eat too. That's why I run, so I can eat more.
Oh, I see. Okay, this is something small for you, which you will take home from Hum TV.
Thank you so much.
As a small gift.
Oh, is this an apron?
Yes.
Oh,
We'll see that
perfect.
later on.
I love it.
Yeah,
Thank you
there's
so
a
much.
book as well.
Remember I was saying earlier about how generous Pakistanis are?
Thank you for coming. Thank you for taking out the time, and I really appreciate it. And I hope you had a nice time and I didn't scare you a lot.
No, I had a wonderful time. I'm so grateful to you for having me today.
Thank you so much.
I just got in your way, I think.
No, you didn't. You helped out. And now we'll end our show. We'll say bye-bye. Anything else you want to say to the Pakistanis here? That's your camera.
I would just like to say I want to thank you for celebrating U.S. Independence Day today with this cooking show that highlights a lot of the Pakistani versions of U.S. dishes that are traditionally eaten on 4th of July. Thank you
so much. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you. Okay, ji. Khuda Hafiz.
Khuda Hafiz.